Have you ever paused at the bottom of a staircase, a silent sigh escaping your lips as you contemplate the ascent? Or perhaps you felt that subtle, unnerving wobble when rising from your favorite armchair, a fleeting reminder that your legs aren't quite the steadfast pillars they once were? For many, the gradual erosion of leg strength is accepted as an inevitable shadow cast by the passage of time, a consequence of aging or a life lived with less vigorous movement. But what if I told you that a significant, often overlooked contributor to this decline might be lurking right in your kitchen, specifically in the choices you make about the oils you use for cooking and nourishment? The truth is, the vitality of our legs, their power, stability, and endurance is profoundly intertwined with our dietary habits. It's not merely about the quantity of food we consume, but the quality, especially the fats that form the very building blocks of our cells and influence countless physiological processes. Imagine your leg muscles, joints, and circulatory system as an intricate network. The wrong kinds of fats can act like sludge, gumming up the works, promoting inflammation, and hindering communication. Conversely, the right kinds of oils can be like premium fuel and lubricant, nourishing tissues, quelling inflammation, and ensuring smooth operation from hip to toe. As someone who has navigated 93 years on this earth, I've witnessed firsthand the spectrum of aging. No, I am not preparing for marathons, nor am I scaling mountainous peaks. Yet, I retain the quiet dignity of standing unaided, the simple freedom of walking across a room with a steady gait, and the ability to navigate my day without that deep, gnawing fatigue that so often settles in the legs of my contemporaries. This isn't the result of some elusive genetic lottery or a secret, complicated regimen. It began with a seemingly minor adjustment in my kitchen, a conscious shift in the oils I embraced, a change so simple yet so profound that it has become a cornerstone of my well-being. And it's a change readily available to you too. The journey to stronger, more resilient legs in our later years is not about seeking a mythical fountain of youth, but about understanding and harnessing the inherent wisdom of nature found in simple, wholesome ingredients. It's about recognizing that what we put into our bodies directly impacts how our bodies serve us. Many believe that once leg strength begins to wane, the decline is irreversible. This notion can foster a sense of helplessness, leading to decreased activity, which, in a cruel irony, further accelerates the weakening process. But this narrative isn't fixed. We possess more agency than we often realize. In this exploration, we will delve into 5 remarkable oils, some familiar, others perhaps less so, each possessing unique properties that can make a tangible difference in the health and function of your legs. We'll uncover how they support critical aspects such as circulation, joint integrity, nerve signaling, muscle vitality, and even bone strength. These are not exotic elixirs, but natural, accessible allies, easily integrated into your existing culinary practices. If your legs have been whispering or shouting messages of tiredness, weakness, or general unease, then this journey is for you. Let us embark on a path to rediscover the potential for strength and stability that lies within, starting with the simple yet powerful choices we make in our kitchens. The Golden Elixir, unveiling the enduring power of olive oil for leg vitality. Our first champion in the quest for robust leg health is none other than olive oil, particularly the extra virgin variety. Long celebrated as a cornerstone of the heart-healthy Mediterranean diet, its benefits extend far beyond cardiovascular well-being, reaching deep into the tissues and systems that govern the strength and agility of our lower limbs. My own realization of its impact wasn't born from a scientific journal, but from a practical kitchen swap. Decades ago, I made a conscious decision to replace butter and margarine with high-quality extra virgin olive oil for most of my cooking and meal preparations. The initial expectation was modest, perhaps a general nod to better health. However, within a few weeks, an unexpected shift occurred. The familiar morning drag in my feet lessened, the stiffness in my knees seemed to ease, and my overall gait felt discernibly smoother, more fluid. The science behind this observation is compelling. Extra virgin olive oil is a veritable treasure trove of bioactive compounds, most notably polyphenols like oleocanthal, oleuropein, and hydroxytyrosol. These potent natural substances are renowned for their powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Inflammation is a key protagonist in the story of aging legs. Chronic, low-grade inflammation can silently wreak havoc on blood vessels, joints, and muscle tissue, contributing to pain, stiffness, and reduced function. Oleocanthal, for instance, has been shown to exhibit anti-inflammatory properties similar to ibuprofen, working to dampen the inflammatory pathways in the body. Think of these polyphenols as your body's internal peacekeeping force, quelling disturbances before they escalate. One of the most critical factors for leg health, especially as we age, is efficient circulation. Our legs, being furthest from the heart, often bear the brunt of any circulatory slowdown. When blood flow is compromised, our leg muscles and tissues are starved of the vital oxygen and nutrients they need to function optimally and repair themselves. This nutrient deficit is when feelings of heaviness, fatigue, tingling, or even numbness can begin to creep in. The polyphenols in olive oil play a crucial role here by promoting endothelial health, the health of the inner lining of our blood vessels. They help keep these vessels flexible and less prone to the buildup of atherosclerotic plaques, thereby ensuring that the pathways for blood delivery remain open and efficient. Furthermore, improved circulation facilitates the removal of metabolic waste products from the tissues. Consider it an efficient waste management system for your legs. The better the flow, the less accumulation of substances that can cause stiffness, soreness, and swelling, particularly at the end of a long day. This pervasive stiffness isn't merely a physical discomfort. It's an insidious thief of confidence. It introduces hesitation into our movements. We might think twice before taking the stairs, opt to sit more frequently, or unconsciously shorten our walks. This gradual retreat from activity creates a vicious cycle. Less movement leads to weaker muscles and stiffer joints, which in turn makes movement even more challenging. Olive oil, by fostering better circulatory health and reducing inflammation, helps to interrupt this debilitating pattern. Numerous studies have corroborated these benefits, linking regular consumption of high-quality olive oil to lower inflammatory markers, improved vascular function, and overall better cardiovascular outcomes. For your legs, this translates into more resilient capillaries, greater joint stability, and a reduction in those irksome nocturnal cramps that can disrupt sleep and leave you feeling unrested. Incorporating this golden elixir into your diet doesn't require drastic measures. It's not about consuming it by the spoonful as if it were medicine, nor does it involve slathering it on externally with hopeful expectations. The magic lies in simple, consistent substitution. Use it to sauté vegetables, dress your salads, drizzle it over cooked grains or legumes, or even incorporate it into baking. Even a tablespoon or two per day, used in place of less healthy saturated or trans fats, can begin to tip the scales in favor of healthier, more vibrant legs. Of course, it's vital to state that olive oil alone is not a panacea. It won't single-handedly reverse decades of wear and tear or negate the need for other healthy habits. However, for aging legs, it serves as a fundamental support, creating an internal environment more conducive to movement. And movement, as we all know, is intrinsically linked to vitality. My dear neighbor Frank, a spirited man of 84, stands as a testament to this. On his doctor's recommendation, he began to consciously increase his olive oil intake. About 3 months later, he shared a small victory that resonated deeply. He no longer needed to grip the banister for dear life each time he ascended the few steps to his porch. This might seem like a minor achievement to an outsider, but for Frank, it was a monumental reclamation of confidence and independence. It's these small victories that collectively redefine our experience of aging. That was our first exploration into the power of kitchen oils. If you found this information about olive oil and its profound impact on circulation and inflammation in the legs useful, and perhaps you're already thinking about how to incorporate it more into your meals, please let us know by commenting with the number 1 below. Your engagement truly helps us understand what resonates with you. Avocado oil, the smooth operator for joint comfort and cartilage care. While olive oil often basks in the limelight, another verdant oil deserves its share of applause, particularly for those of us whose knees creak like old floorboards or whose joints voice their complaints with every movement: avocado oil. This rich, subtly flavored oil is a powerhouse of monounsaturated fats, similar to olive oil, but it also boasts a significant amount of vitamin E, a potent antioxidant crucial for protecting cell membranes from oxidative damage. Together, these components play a vital role in supporting cartilage health and reducing the friction that can make joint movement feel like grinding gears. The result? Potentially less inflammation, smoother articulation, and an overall easing of joint discomfort. What truly distinguishes avocado oil in the context of joint health, however, are unique plant compounds known as phytosterols, particularly beta-sitosterol. Research suggests that these phytosterols possess anti-inflammatory properties and may even play a role in modulating the immune response. More pertinent to aging joints, some studies indicate that these compounds can interfere with the biochemical pathways that lead to joint deterioration and cartilage breakdown. For older adults, this is of paramount importance, as the natural cushioning of cartilage thins over time and the synovial fluid that lubricates our joints diminishes. Every step can begin to feel laborious. Joints may become audibly noisy, and our tolerance for activities like walking or standing for extended periods can dwindle. It's a gradual erosion of freedom, often accompanied by a persistent, dull ache. But when we supply our bodies with the right kinds of fats, especially those like the ones found in avocado oil, which support joint lubrication and structural integrity, we can help restore a measure of that youthful glide. It's about nourishing the joint from within, providing the building blocks it needs to maintain itself as best as possible. I recall observing a wonderful lady at our local community center, Susan, aged 79. She was always adorned with a warm smile, though she moved with a slow, deliberate gait. She'd often quip that she felt like she was walking on gravel. Some months later, she mentioned to me that she had started using avocado oil in place of her usual canola oil, primarily for cooking her eggs and drizzling on her morning toast. It wasn't an overnight miracle, she explained, but after a few months, she noticed a significant difference. While some aches remained, the pronounced stiffness she used to experience upon waking or after sitting for a while had noticeably lessened. This subtle but significant improvement was enough to rekindle her desire to take her morning walks, a habit she had been slowly abandoning. This is precisely the kind of shift that truly matters in the long run. It's not about eradicating every ache and pain, which might be an unrealistic expectation, but about making daily movement more comfortable, more inviting, so that we choose to remain active. Because the moment we surrender to immobility, it's not just our physical health that suffers. Our mood can plummet, sleep quality can deteriorate, and life can begin to feel like an ever-shrinking list of limitations rather than a canvas of possibilities. Avocado oil, by helping to soothe and support our joints, can be a key ally in keeping us engaged with life. Another practical advantage of avocado oil is its high smoke point. This means it can withstand higher cooking temperatures compared to many other oils without breaking down and forming harmful compounds or losing its nutritional benefits. This makes it exceptionally versatile for a range of culinary applications, from sautéing vegetables and scrambling eggs to pan-searing fish or chicken. It's a practical, almost effortless upgrade to your cooking routine, yet one that can offer powerful support for aging joints. Think of it as an internal oil change for your body's hinges, keeping them moving more smoothly and with less complaint. The rich, buttery flavor is an added bonus, enhancing the taste of your food while it works its magic. If these insights into how avocado oil can support joint health and make movement easier are resonating with you, and you're perhaps considering giving it a try, please comment with the number 2 below. It's wonderful to know you're finding this journey valuable. And if you haven't already, this would be a great moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Your support is what allows us to continue creating informative content like this, aimed at empowering you to live your healthiest life. Cod liver oil, the deep sea secret for muscle strength and resilience. Now, let us venture into the realm of an oil that might evoke memories of a less than palatable spoonful from childhood for some. Cod liver oil. While its taste may not win any culinary awards, its therapeutic power, especially for older legs that fatigue easily or ache without a clear cause, is undeniable. Unlike the plant-based oils we've discussed, cod liver oil stands apart due to its rich concentration of two crucial nutrients working in synergy: vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. This dynamic duo is instrumental in supporting muscle strength, reducing systemic inflammation, and aiding the body's recovery processes, even after relatively light physical activity. As the years accumulate, our muscles naturally undergo changes. They don't recover from exertion with the same swiftness they once did. A walk that was once invigorating might now leave your legs feeling heavy and sore for a day or two. This lingering stiffness isn't merely muscle soreness. It's a reflection of your body's more measured, slower healing and repair mechanisms. Vitamin D plays an absolutely critical role in muscle physiology. It's involved in how our muscles contract, how they repair themselves after exertion, and how they maintain their strength and mass. Without adequate vitamin D, the body struggles to keep muscle fibers robust and responsive, leading to weakness, increased risk of falls, and a general decline in physical capability. Herein lies a common challenge for many seniors. While sunshine is a natural source of vitamin D, our skin synthesizes it upon exposure to UVB rays, most older adults often don't get sufficient levels. This can be due to spending more time indoors, conscientiously using sunscreen to protect aging skin, or a natural decline in the skin's efficiency at producing vitamin D. Furthermore, the kidney's ability to convert vitamin D into its active form can also diminish with age. This is where a reliable dietary source or supplement like cod liver oil becomes exceptionally valuable. It steps in to bridge this potential nutritional gap, quietly but powerfully bolstering muscle health from within. The omega-3 fatty acids in cod liver oil are equally important. EPA and DHA are renowned for their potent anti-inflammatory effects. By modulating the body's inflammatory response, they can help alleviate muscle soreness and reduce the chronic inflammation that can contribute to muscle degradation over time. They also play a role in muscle protein synthesis, which is the process by which our bodies build and repair muscle tissue. For aging individuals, preserving muscle mass, combating sarcopenia is paramount for maintaining independence and metabolic health. I often recall visiting Thomas, an 83-year-old retired mechanic, a man of great character and wit. He swore by his daily dose of cod liver oil, not the convenient capsules, but the traditional liquid form. "Tastes like the ocean's regret," he'd joke with a twinkle in his eye, "but it keeps me from seizing up like a rusty engine." And he genuinely meant it. After consistently taking a small spoonful each morning for several months, he reported a noticeable improvement. He could rise from his deep recliner without the customary groan, a small but significant victory. He even found the stamina and comfort to return to his beloved gardening, an activity he had reluctantly given up due to persistent leg pain and weakness. There's something profoundly motivating about witnessing your own body regain a measure of its former reliability, a renewed sense of capability. That is the subtle gift cod liver oil can offer. Not a magical reversal of age, but enough support for strength and recovery to make daily life feel fuller, more engaged, and less constrained by physical limitations. When you feel stronger, when your muscles ache less and recover more quickly, you naturally start doing more. Life expands. Whether you opt for the traditional liquid, perhaps masked in a little juice, as Thomas sometimes did, or the more palatable softgel capsules, cod liver oil is a supplement worth serious consideration for its muscle protective and strength-enhancing benefits. Your legs, quite literally, will thank you for the support. Have you ever tried cod liver oil? Or are you now considering how its unique combination of vitamin D and omega-3s could benefit your muscle health? We'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences. If this discussion on cod liver oil has been enlightening, please comment with the number 3 below. Sharing your feedback encourages us and helps others in our community. Flaxseed oil, the unsung hero for lighter legs and enhanced circulation. Let's turn our attention to an oil that, while well regarded in health circles, is perhaps less commonly associated directly with leg strength, but holds surprising benefits, especially for older legs that often feel heavy, tingly, or sluggish. Flaxseed oil. You might have encountered it lauded for its digestive benefits or its positive effects on skin health, but its quiet yet potent role in improving blood flow is a key reason it earns a place in our discussion on leg vitality. When circulation is optimized, our legs naturally begin to feel lighter, more stable, and more awake. Why is this so crucial? Poor circulation is one of the most prevalent, yet frequently underestimated reasons behind the leg discomfort many older adults experience. It's a subtle, insidious issue. Blood simply isn't flowing as efficiently as it once did, particularly down to the extremities, like the calves, ankles, and feet. This means that the crucial delivery of oxygen and nutrients to these hardworking tissues is compromised, and as a consequence, your legs bear the burden, manifesting as fatigue, a sensation of leadenness, or even intermittent tingling or numbness. Over time, this can significantly impact mobility and overall comfort. Flaxseed oil is exceptionally rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Our bodies cannot produce ALA, so it must be obtained through diet, making flaxseed oil a highly concentrated source. ALA plays a critical role in cardiovascular health, and its benefits extend directly to the circulatory system, nourishing our legs. One of the key actions of ALA is its contribution to maintaining the flexibility and reducing the stickiness of blood vessels. By helping to keep arteries supple and less prone to inflammation and the formation of plaques, ALA ensures that the pathways for blood flow remain clear and unobstructed, allowing blood to reach all the way to your toes more effectively. Moreover, ALA has been shown to help reduce blood viscosity, or stickiness. When blood is less viscous, it flows more easily through the vascular network, reducing the strain on the heart and lowering the risk of inappropriate clot formation or issues like swelling in the lower extremities, which can be a common complaint. Imagine a river. If the water is thick with sediment, it flows slowly and can get blocked. If the water is clear and fluid, it moves swiftly and efficiently. ALA helps your blood maintain that healthier, more fluid quality. Allow me to share the story of Margaret, a delightful 78-year-old woman whose passion was knitting intricate patterns. However, she had found herself increasingly unable to enjoy her hobby because her legs would swell uncomfortably after sitting for even moderate periods. This was a source of great frustration for her. On her daughter's thoughtful suggestion, Margaret began adding a mere teaspoon of cold-pressed flaxseed oil to her morning yogurt each day. It was a small, simple change. Yet, within a few weeks, Margaret noticed a remarkable difference. Not only was she able to sit and knit for longer stretches without significant swelling, but she also found herself walking to her favorite local cafe, a jaunt she had begun to dread, without needing to stop and rest every few minutes. Her legs, she reported, felt noticeably cooler, lighter, and far more reliable. It's all too easy to dismiss symptoms like leg heaviness, persistent coldness in the feet, or ankle swelling as simply inevitable consequences of getting older. However, sometimes these are subtle signals, little red flags, that your body's circulatory system is under strain and could use some support. Flaxseed oil doesn't promise miraculous cures, but it fundamentally supports your body's innate ability to move blood efficiently to where it's most needed. And when your legs are better supplied with oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood, everything from the simple act of walking across a room to standing up from a chair becomes easier and more comfortable. A crucial tip for using flaxseed oil: it is highly sensitive to heat, light, and oxygen, which can degrade its delicate ALA content. Therefore, it should always be purchased in an opaque bottle, stored in the refrigerator after opening, and never used for cooking or heating. Its benefits are best reaped when consumed cold. It can be easily mixed into smoothies, drizzled over oatmeal or cottage cheese after cooking, stirred into yogurt, or used as a base for salad dressings. Some individuals even take it straight from the spoon. It's a small adjustment with the potential for significant circulatory rewards. If you're still with us on this journey and finding these insights into how flaxseed oil can contribute to better circulation and lighter-feeling legs valuable, please let us know by commenting with the number 4 below. And a gentle reminder, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so and activating the notification bell. Your support truly helps our channel grow and reach more people who can benefit from this information. We're committed to bringing you content that informs and inspires. Now let's proceed to our final oil. Pumpkin seed oil, the nutrient-dense guardian of muscle preservation. Last, but by no means least, in our lineup of leg-strengthening allies is an oil that often flies under the radar, yet packs a remarkable nutritional punch. Pumpkin seed oil. Characterized by its dark, rich green or reddish-brown hue and distinct nutty flavor, this oil is more than just a culinary delight. It is densely packed with a unique array of compounds that offer significant benefits for protecting and preserving leg muscle integrity, particularly as we navigate the aging process. A natural phenomenon that accompanies aging is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, a condition medically termed sarcopenia. While it's a common aspect of getting older, typically beginning subtly after the age of 30 and accelerating after 60, it's one of the primary reasons older adults begin to experience difficulties with fundamental movements like standing up from a seated position, walking long distances, maintaining balance, or climbing stairs. This decline in muscle power can profoundly impact independence and overall quality of life. But here's an empowering truth. While some muscle loss is typical, the rate and extent of this decline are not entirely inevitable. We can actively take steps to slow it down, and in some cases, even regain some of what's been lost. This is where the quiet strength of pumpkin seed oil can make a meaningful contribution. Pumpkin seed oil is a notable source of several key minerals that are essential for optimal muscle function, strength, endurance, and repair. Among these are magnesium, zinc, and iron. Magnesium is a vital mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including those critical for muscle contraction and relaxation, energy production, and nerve function. If your legs frequently cramp, especially at night, or feel persistently weak even after adequate rest, insufficient magnesium levels could be a contributing factor. Zinc plays a crucial role in protein synthesis and tissue repair, both of which are essential for maintaining and rebuilding muscle tissue. It also supports immune function, which is important for overall recovery. Iron is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells responsible for transporting oxygen to muscles. Adequate oxygen supply is critical for muscle endurance and preventing premature fatigue. Beyond these individual minerals, the true power of pumpkin seed oil for muscle health may lie in its synergistic balance of healthy fats, including omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, though in different proportions than flaxseed oil, potent antioxidants like vitamin E and carotenoids, and phytosterols. These compounds work together to help reduce inflammation within the joints and muscles. Chronic inflammation can accelerate muscle breakdown and hinder recovery processes. By creating a less inflammatory internal environment, pumpkin seed oil helps protect muscle fibers from damage and supports their ability to repair and strengthen. Let me share an anecdote about a gentleman named Charles, an 85-year-old who lives independently. He had confessed that the simple act of getting out of his deep, comfortable recliner had become a daily dread. His legs, he said, often felt unresponsive, as if they didn't want to cooperate. It was a source of considerable frustration and a stark reminder of his diminishing strength. Following a suggestion from a nutritionist friend, Charles began incorporating a teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil into his diet a few times a week, sometimes drizzled over his morning oatmeal or added to a lunchtime soup after cooking to preserve its delicate nutrients. The change wasn't dramatic or instantaneous, but gradually, little by little, he felt a subtle return of strength and responsiveness in his legs. He described it as if his legs were waking up again. While this dietary change didn't magically transform him into a young man, it provided enough support to make a noticeable difference in his daily comfort and confidence. It is paramount to reiterate that no oil, however nutritious, can replace the fundamental need for physical activity. Regular movement, including walking, stretching, and light resistance exercises appropriate for one's ability, remains the cornerstone of maintaining muscle mass and function. However, when you strategically support your muscles with the right nutritional building blocks, like those found in pumpkin seed oil, every step you take, every movement you make becomes more stable, more assured, and more effective. Pumpkin seed oil can be enjoyed drizzled over salads, added to soups or stews after they've been cooked to preserve its beneficial compounds, mixed into dips like hummus, or even taken directly by the spoonful if you enjoy its robust flavor. A small amount, consumed consistently, can contribute significantly over time to the health and resilience of your hardworking leg muscles. This concludes our exploration of the 5 key oils. If learning about pumpkin seed oil and its role in muscle preservation has been insightful for you, please let us know by commenting with the number 5 below. Your active participation and feedback are incredibly valuable to us. Embracing a future of strength. Final thoughts on nourishing your foundation. If you have journeyed with us this far, exploring the nuances of these 5 remarkable oils, I extend my heartfelt gratitude. Your perseverance demonstrates a proactive spirit, a commitment to not merely let age dictate terms, but to actively choose a path of vitality, awareness, and self-care. This very mindset, this willingness to learn and adapt, is often more than half the battle won in the pursuit of healthy aging. The oils we have discussed today, olive, avocado, cod liver, flaxseed, and pumpkin seed, are not miracle elixirs or magical potions promising to rewind the clock. Rather, they are potent, natural tools, readily available, and easily integrated into the rhythm of your daily life. Many of them may already reside in your kitchen pantry, or are just a simple, thoughtful shopping trip away. The pervasive notion that growing older must invariably mean surrendering power in our legs, relinquishing our balance, or forfeiting our freedom of movement is a narrative that deserves to be challenged, and indeed, rewritten. You deserve to feel steady and secure when you stand, safe and confident when you walk, and a sense of quiet pride in your body's ability to carry you through life's adventures, big and small. If a few conscious, simple changes to the oils you consume can contribute significantly to making this a reality, isn't that an endeavor worth embracing? It's important to remember that this is not an all-or-nothing proposition. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight or incorporate all 5 oils simultaneously. The path to sustainable change is paved with small, consistent steps. Perhaps begin by choosing one oil that resonates most with your current needs or preferences. Introduce a teaspoon into your daily routine. Observe how your body responds. Listen to its feedback. Then, as you feel comfortable, you can build from there, perhaps trying another oil or finding creative ways to combine their benefits. Small, incremental steps invariably lead to greater strength, and stronger, more reliable legs are the foundation for a stronger, more engaged, and more vibrant life. Let us reframe our understanding of aging. It is not a relentless decline into frailty, but rather a profound shift, a different season of life that brings its own wisdom and opportunities. Those who thrive in this season are often those who adapt, who listen attentively to the evolving needs of their bodies, and who make thoughtful, informed choices to nourish themselves from the inside out. These oils are but one facet of a holistic approach that includes gentle but regular movement, adequate hydration, sufficient rest, and a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. They work in concert, synergistically supporting your body's innate capacity for health and resilience. Thank you once again for joining us on this informative journey. We are genuinely eager to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a comment below and share one key insight you've gleaned today, and if you feel inspired, how you might plan to incorporate it into your own life. Your thoughts, experiences, and questions are incredibly important to us, and reading your comments provides immense motivation and encouragement for our work. If you found this exploration valuable and believe it has brought some useful knowledge your way, we would be deeply grateful if you could support our channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and, importantly, tapping the notification bell. This ensures you won't miss out on future content designed to be just as insightful and beneficial. Your support is the bedrock that allows us to continue creating and sharing good content to inform, inspire, and empower. Thank you for watching, and we eagerly look forward to welcoming you to our next video.